I am B. Janardhan Reddy. In this video, I am going to show you an activity to identify conductors and insulators. In your daily life, you can see so many substances around you. In these substances, some are conductors and some are insulators. I will tell you what are conductors and what are insulators later. First, you watch this video carefully. You will identify yourselves what are conductors and what are insulators later after watching this video. In doing this activity, the material required is dry cell, copper wires, wooden plank, bulb, two drawing pins, hairpin, pencil lead, eraser, plastic scale, matchstick, divider from geometry box, piece of paper, iron nail, piece of metal bangle, piece of glass bangle, paper clip, piece of chalk, safety pin. So this is the material I require, and in these substances there are some conductors and there are some insulators. We have to identify them. See here, this is a cell, dry cell, and here is the bulb. This is the bulb. These are the connecting wires, copper wires. And some more material is here. This is the wooden plank, drawing pins, hairpin, and this one is the pencil lead, eraser, plastic scale, matchstick. Whatever the material I told you, here I am showing. This is the divider, piece of paper, iron nail, piece of metal bangle, piece of glass bangle, piece of chalk, and a safety pin. So I am taking all these material, and in which substance allow current and which substance does not allow current. Let us check. And here is the procedure. First we have to connect a circuit. We have to arrange the circuit. See here how I am arranging it. Connect a circuit as shown in figure. Connect the above taken material one after the other between A and B and test whether bulb glows or not. See here how I am connecting a circuit. This one is the wooden plank. Here are the drawing pins. These two drawing pins are pinned at A and B, and here is the cell, dry cell. I am connecting like this, and here is the bulb. Yes, I have connected a circuit like this. Now, does the bulb glow now? No. Why? Because here in between the points A and B, the circuit is open. When the circuit is open, current will not flow in the circuit. Therefore, bulb will not glow. Bulb will not glow because circuit is open between A and B. Now, I will connect whatever the material I have taken between the points A and B, one after the other. Let us check. See here, this one is the circuit. In this circuit, between the two points A and B, the circuit is open. There is no connection here. Therefore, bulb will not glow. Now, I will connect hairpin first here. In between the two points A and B, I am going to connect the hairpin I have taken. When hairpin is connected between A and B, we have to check. When hairpin is connected between A and B, whether bulb glows or not. That I am going to test. See here how I am connecting it. Yes. Bulb is glowing now. When the hairpin is connected between A and B, the circuit has become closed now. Current is passing through the circuit, hence bulb is glowing. Okay, then what is the result here? Let us see. Result: bulb glows. When hairpin is connected between A and B, bulb glows. Okay. Here I will connect the material I have taken one after the another between A and B here. Okay, between A and B, and see whether bulb glows or not. Every time I will check. Okay, let us see here. Next I am connecting the pencil lead between A and B. See here. Yes, bulb is glowing now. Okay, let us record our observation here. What is the result here? Bulb glows. That means when the pencil lead is connected between A and B, bulb is glowing. Now I will connect the eraser. When eraser is connected between A and B here, let us check whether bulb glows or not. Here I am connecting the eraser. See here, when eraser is connected, the bulb is not glowing. Okay. What is the result here? Bulb does not glow. That's all. Now I will connect the plastic scale I have taken. when plastic scale is connected between A and B. See here, I am connecting like this. This time also bulb is not glowing. When plastic scale is connected, the bulb is not glowing. That means circuit is closed here, but bulb is not glowing. So the result is bulb does not glow. Now I am going to connect a matchstick. When matchstick is connected between A and B here, okay, see here, this is the matchstick I am connecting. Here bulb is not glowing. In this case also bulb is not glowing. So when matchstick is connected between A and B, bulb doesn't glow. The result is bulb does not glow. Let us connect a divider from your geometry box between A and B. When divider is connected between A and B, here let us check whether bulb glows or not. This is the divider I am connecting. Yes, bulb is glowing. Okay, let us record the result here. Result, bulb glows. See here what I am going to connect. When piece of paper is connected between A and B, a piece of paper is going to connect between A and B. This is a piece of paper I am connecting. Yes, bulb is not glowing. Let us record our observation. The result is bulb does not glow. Now, when iron nail is connected between A and B, can you imagine whether bulb glows or not? When iron nail is connected, let us check. Yes, bulb is glowing now. Bulb glows in this case. Now I am going to connect a piece of metal bangle. Okay, when a piece of metal bangle is connected between A and B here, that means I am making the circuit complete by connecting a substance between A and B here, between the 2 points. Okay, let us connect a piece of metal bangle. This one is the, so bulb is glowing now. When a piece of metal bangle is connected, the bulb is glowing. Here I am recording it. Result is bulb glows. Now I will connect a piece of glass bangle. Previously I have connected a piece of metal bangle between the 2 points. Now I am connecting a piece of glass bangle between A and B. Glass bangle. See here, this one is a glass bangle. Here the bulb is not glowing. Bulb is not glowing means current is not flowing in the circuit. Hence bulb is not glowing. Result is bulb does not glow. Now I will connect a piece of chalk between A and B. When a piece of chalk is connected between A and B, see what happens? Here I am connecting a piece of chalk between A and B. Is the bulb glowing? No, the bulb is not glowing. The result is bulb does not glow. Finally, I am going to connect a safety pin here. I am going to connect a safety pin between A and B here. Okay, let us check whether the bulb glows or not in this case. When a safety pin is connected between A and B, let us connect. This one is a safety pin. Yes. When the safety pin is connected, the bulb is glowing. The result is bulb glows. See here, all the observations we have done so far, I am going to write them in a table. Here is the table. So in this table, I have written in which cases bulb has glown and in which cases bulb has not glown. See here, when hairpin was connected, the bulb was glowing then. When pencil lead is connected, bulb glows. When eraser is connected, bulb doesn't glow. So eraser means rubber. So pencil lead means it is a non-metal. Hairpin is a metal. This is the name of the material. Name of the material. Here is the object. So next, when plastic scale is connected, bulb does not glow. Like this, matchstick, no. Divider from geometry box, yes. And a piece of paper, no. So in some cases bulb has glown and in some other cases bulb has not glown. I have recorded all our observations in this table. And some more observations are here. See, eighth one, iron nail. When iron nail is connected, bulb has glown. When piece of metal bangle is connected, bulb glows. Iron nail, piece of metal bangle, bulb glow or not means yes here. Piece of glass bangle, no. Piece of chalk, when piece of chalk is connected between A and B, bulb does not glow. And when safety pin was connected, the bulb has glown. Yes, here. So here, from the above observations, we have found that in some cases bulb glows and does not glow in other cases. Now, from this activity, let us define what are conductors and what are insulators. See here, conductors of electricity and insulators. Conductors and insulators. What are conductors? Substances which allow electric current to flow through them are known as conductors of electricity, and the substances which do not allow electric current to flow through them are known as insulators. See here, conductors. Substances which allow electric current to flow through them are known as conductors of electricity. And what are insulators? Substances which do not allow electric current to flow through them are known as insulators of electricity. So, in this activity, we have come to know that there are some conductors, there are some insulators. When conductors are connected between A and B in our activity, bulb has glowed. When insulators are connected, bulb hasn't glowed. Now, let us group the conductors and the insulators from the above material. Let us group the objects we have observed above as conductors and insulators. So see here, I am grouping which substances are conductors and which substances are insulators. So here, hairpin, here are the conductors. Hairpin, pencil lead, divider, iron nail, piece of metal, bangle, safety pin. These are the conductors. When these materials are connected between A and B in the above circuit, bulb has glowed, and these material here is insulators. These are insulators, isn't it? So these substances do not allow electric current to pass through them. So insulators are erasers, plastic scale, matchstick, piece of paper, piece of glass, bangle, piece of chalk, etc. All these are the insulators. So in your daily life, apart from these substances, you can see so many substances of which some are conductors and some are insulators. Okay.